Tea time. Let me tell you a story about a woman who's at a party thrown by her husband. And her husband's throwing a party because one of his good friends has just gotten married. He wants to introduce the wife into their friend group to make sure that everybody get along and to celebrate them, you know? It's about 5 guys in the group. They had known each other since they were small, and as they grew together, they always celebrated their milestones, and this was no different. So the wife is sitting there looking at her husband. She's feeling so grateful that she met him and happy to be a part of this group because all of the guys are super successful. All of their wives are really nice and really beautiful. And she's feeling like, dang, you know, I finally won in life. Like after a lifetime of running into a bunch of losers, she's like, man, I met a guy who I feel safe with, who I can trust. He's loyal to me. He's a great provider and he's a good friend. Like I really lucked up on this one. She's looking at him and smiling. When all of a sudden the guy who just got married stands up and he's like, I want to make a toast. Like they're all tipsy drunk. And they're like, go ahead and make your toast. And he's like, I want to make a toast to my good friend. And he points at the woman's husband. And he, if it wasn't for him, I would have never been married. I would have never got to be with this beautiful woman. If it wasn't for the advice you gave, the trick you told me to do. And the wife is looking at him like, what trick? Things kind of simmer down at that point because everybody's kind of telling him to be quiet, but he doesn't be quiet. He's like, you know, I have been chasing this woman for a long time. She would never give me the time of day. I don't know what it was about me that she didn't like, but I made sure that I didn't give up. And when he told me what to do, how to send another guy over there to treat her poorly and treat her badly and abuse her so that by the time she met me again, she would give me a fair chance. And it worked. And the woman sits there and thinks about the men that she had met right before him, because she met him on a dating app and every other guy on the dating app had ghosted her, mistreated her, called her out her name, treated her so badly that by the time she met him and he was a perfect gentleman, she thought she had hit the jackpot. She looked at her husband. He looked back at her and she said, is this true? He didn't even want to lie because he was a good person and he loved her. And he asked her, does it make a difference? If a man manipulates you into being with him and he ends up being a good man, is he really a good man?